following segment is sponsored by Carr Carr. How does COVID-19 constitute physical damage to a business possibly covered by business interruption insurance? Recently, I visited with attorney Michael Carr at the offices of Carr Carr about that issue. So explain first of all what business interruption insurance is.
Right. Well, business interruption insurance is something that typically comes with your commercial property insurance. So say you have a business and you have insurance on the building. You sometimes can have something called business interruption insurance coverage. And what that does is it allows you benefits if you sustain business interruption to your business because of some sort of destruction to your building or some other problem that's arisen because of an alteration or contamination of your building.
You said a lot of times this comes into play with tornadoes. So I'm sure you're getting people asking their business owners, oh, hey, I have business interruption insurance. My business is interrupted because of COVID-19. How does that come into play?
Right. Well, the problem that we have here is there's not been much history a business being interrupted due to a viral pandemic. Usually you're right. Businesses are interrupted because a building catches on fire or a tornado blows down the building, so there's a physical destruction to that building. And that's what insurance policies usually cover, is a physical destruction of a building which results in loss of income. Well, the COVID-19 virus isn't really destroying a building. It's not causing a destruction to the property. So that's not really a physical disruption of the building. So the question is a virus a destruction of the building? You know, I don't know. It's a contamination of the building, but the courts are really going to have to flesh out what is an actual physical alteration of the building.
Kind of some gray areas and a lot of wait and see there.
For sure, yes.
What are some exclusions typically to business interruption insurance?
Right. Well, you know, all the policies are different. So if a business owner out there is watching this, I would advise the business owner to look at their policy because all policies are different. Some business interruption insurance coverage policies have exclusions. So where if your building is altered due to a viral contamination, you do not have coverage. If your building is contaminated due to pollution, you don't have coverage. Not all policies are the same. Someone's insurance policy might not have that, some might.
So this is something that, as we're looking forward as an attorney, you're saying there's a lot of different things that we're approaching for the first time, and it's worth taking a look at.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, there's another thing. Even if you do have business interruption insurance coverage, oftentimes the policy will pay you for the business interruption until the problem is remedied. So whereas you know, if you have your building that's knocked down, they'll pay you business interruption coverage until your building is rebuilt. Well, here we don't have a building knocked down. We just have a building that could be contaminated with this virus. So an insurance carrier may look at that and say, well, we'll pay you until you clean your building. Well, that doesn't take long to clean a building, so you might not get much benefit out of that. It's just going to depend. I think the courts are really going to have to flesh this out.
Yeah, definitely something that we should look into. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Carr Carr, attorneys at law, 918-747-1000, carrcarr.com.